Welcome, discerning individuals, to an essential guide designed to empower you to look and feel your absolute best at every age. Today we are delving into a topic that can subtly but significantly impact your overall appearance: the colors and styles that, surprisingly, can add years to your look once you cross the fabulous threshold of 50. It is not about adhering to rigid rules or sacrificing your personal style. Instead, it is about understanding the science and art behind creating an aesthetic that truly reflects your vibrant, mature self. As we gracefully navigate through life, our skin tone, hair color, and even body shape undergo natural transformations. What once flattered us in our 20s or 30s might now subtly work against us, creating an unintended aging effect. The experts in color theory and fashion psychology agree that certain choices can either illuminate your features, making you appear more radiant and youthful, or unfortunately, cast shadows and emphasize lines, making you look tired or dated. This comprehensive guide will equip you with the knowledge to identify these common pitfalls, explaining the precise reasons why certain hues and silhouettes might be subtly sabotaging your style. We are not just telling you what to avoid, we are providing you with the scientific and stylistic rationale, backed by professional insights, so you can make informed decisions. We will explore 3 critical categories of colors and styles that are frequently cited by stylists as instant agers, offering clear, actionable alternatives that will instead enhance your natural beauty and project an image of timeless elegance and confidence. Prepare to transform your wardrobe and embrace a more youthful, radiant version of yourself, starting right now. As we age, the skin naturally changes, the epidermis becomes thinner, collagen production decreases, and the natural contrast between skin, hair, and eyes softens. Because of these biological shifts, certain colors that once made us look vibrant can now make us appear older, tired, or faded. The right colors can enhance radiance, while the wrong tones can emphasize shadows, fine lines, and uneven texture. Experts in color analysis often explain that mature skin benefits from shades that reflect light softly and bring warmth back to the complexion. When we consider colors to avoid after 50, we usually focus on 3 groups: muted and dull tones, harsh high contrasts, and specific problematic shades that drain vitality. Muted or overly dull colors such as dusty gray, muddy brown, faded pastel, or olive tones with grayish undertones often absorb light instead of reflecting it. Mature skin already reflects less light because of reduced collagen and thinner texture. When dull colors sit close to the face, they can cast a shadow and make the complexion appear sallow or tired. These tones can emphasize dark circles and fine lines and create a flat, monochromatic look that lacks freshness. Instead of these lifeless shades, it is better to choose colors with clear saturation or gentle warmth, such as charcoal gray with depth, rich chocolate brown, warm caramel, soft silver, sky blue, or blush pink. These clearer tones help lift the face, brighten the complexion, and restore natural vitality. Even if a person prefers soft colors, choosing clear, soft tones rather than dusty or murky ones will always be more flattering. The second group to avoid includes harsh, high-contrast combinations like pure black with pure white or neon brights next to very dark colors. Younger skin can handle strong contrast because natural pigmentation and the whiteness of the eyes create a built-in balance. With age, however, this contrast softens, the skin tone becomes gentler, and the hair often lightens or turns gray. Harsh contrasts can overpower these softer features, making shadows more noticeable and drawing attention to lines, texture, loss of elasticity, or uneven pigmentation. A pure white shirt under a deep black blazer, for example, can emphasize the jawline or neck in a way that highlights aging rather than harmonizing with it. Softer contrast does not mean avoiding structure or elegance, but adjusting the intensity. Choosing off-white, cream, charcoal, navy, or deep forest green can still create definition without overwhelming the face. Vibrant colors can still appear in the outfit, but they may work better as accents in scarves, jewelry, or accessories, rather than as large blocks of color directly next to the skin. The third group consists of specific individual shades that often clash with mature skin undertones. Cool, icy pastels like pale lavender, mint green, or baby blue, especially those with strong gray undertones, can make the complexion look ashen and emphasize redness, sallowness, or fatigue. These colors lack the warmth or clarity needed to balance the natural cooling of skin tones that may happen with age. Warmer or clearer pastels, such as warm peach, soft rose, or clear sky blue, usually provide a more flattering, gentle glow. Another problematic category includes muddy khaki greens or yellow-brown tones that can cast a tired, unhealthy veil across the skin. These shades lack brightness and depth and often give no positive visual lift. Choosing richer greens such as emerald or forest green or warm earthy browns like camel chocolate or tan adds depth, clarity, and sophistication without dulling the skin. Very bright, almost neon shades may also be aging when worn close to the face, because they create an artificial contrast that highlights imperfections and competes with softened features. Jewel tones, however, such as ruby sapphire or amethyst, offer deep luminosity, richness, and a sense of elegance that works beautifully with mature skin. The overall principle for choosing colors after 50 is to treat color as a source of gentle illumination for the face. Shades that reflect light softly and harmoniously enhance natural beauty and vitality, whereas dull, harsh, or mismatched tones can create fatigue and emphasize age-related changes. By selecting colors with clarity, warmth, and thoughtful contrast, we allow our features to shine and create a refined, confident presence that celebrates maturity rather than hiding it. The right colors support and uplift the face while the wrong ones compete with it. Understanding this helps create a wardrobe that expresses strength, elegance, and timeless style at any age. Our second major category explores clothing styles and silhouettes that can unintentionally add years to your appearance by creating a frumpy or dated impression. Frumpy clothing refers to pieces that are shapeless, ill-fitting, or lacking modern appeal, which can project an image of neglect rather than confidence. As the body naturally changes with age, the fit and drape of garments become even more important, and styles that once felt comfortable can now hide your best features or add unnecessary bulk. The goal is not to abandon comfort, but to understand how comfort and style can work together when choices are intentional. Three main factors often contribute to an aging effect: shapeless or overly baggy garments, outdated trends and materials, and the absence of structure in daily outfits. The first issue involves shapeless or overly baggy clothing that hides your natural silhouette. While comfort matters, garments that lack definition add visual weight and make the body appear less balanced. Oversized sweaters, long tunics, or trousers that are too wide create an undefined mass that the eye cannot easily interpret. This lack of structure makes the figure appear larger, and instead of concealing areas of concern, it can draw more attention to them. Ill-fitting clothing, whether too tight or too loose, signals a lack of attention to detail. Pants that are too long or too short interrupt the vertical line of the body, and tops that cling too tightly or hang shapelessly fail to highlight your natural form. Stylists emphasize the value of tailoring because a well-fitted piece can transform an entire look. Choosing garments with gentle structure, such as blazers, cardigans with a defined waist, dresses with subtle shaping, or jeans with a clean cut, helps create a balanced silhouette. Clothing that skims the body instead of drowning it supports a polished appearance that enhances rather than hides your figure. The second component of the frumpy effect is reliance on outdated trends and worn materials. Fashion changes over time, and shapes, fabrics, and proportions shift in ways that gradually redefine what looks modern. Wearing pieces linked strongly to past decades can create an impression of being out of touch even when the rest of the outfit is chosen with care. Examples include old denim washes, dated flares, oversized shoulder pads, ornate appliques, or shiny sequins that lack current appeal. Because fashion is a visual language, outdated items often signal attachment to the past in a way that feels unintentional. Materials also influence the overall effect, since worn fabrics, faded prints, or pilling knitwear reduce the sophistication of an outfit. Low-quality synthetics that lose shape or luster make even a thoughtful look appear less refined. Experts recommend updating key pieces with modern classics, such as straight-leg denim, contemporary jackets, clean-line tops, or midi skirts that reflect current proportions. Fabrics like cotton, linen, wool, silk, or high-quality blends help maintain texture, drape, and shape, which contribute to a polished impression. Updating a wardrobe does not mean discarding everything, but making strategic adjustments that bring freshness and relevance. The third factor is relying too heavily on overly casual, unstructured clothing. While sweatpants, loose t-shirts, and elastic waist bottoms offer comfort, they may create a disengaged or tired image when worn without intention. Casual clothing is not aging by itself, but casual clothing without structure fails to support the body in a flattering way. Mature bodies benefit from garments with gentle form and supportive lines, because natural firmness can lessen over time. Soft, loose pieces without shape can exaggerate areas you prefer to soften or create a blocky silhouette lacking dimension. Fashion psychologists note that intentional dressing, even in casual settings, improves self-perception and communicates vitality. A simple t-shirt with tailored trousers and a structured blazer creates a very different impression compared to pairing it with worn sweatpants. Layering matters as well, because a single thin top can appear unfinished while a crisp shirt, a fitted vest, or a jacket adds depth and polish. Experts suggest including at least one structured element in most outfits, such as dark jeans, a button-down shirt, or a cardigan that holds its shape. Fabric choice affects structure, since natural fibers often maintain lines better than thin synthetics. Even athleisure pieces can look refined when they incorporate thoughtful design, such as supportive seams or tailored jackets. Overall, the key idea is to balance comfort with intentional structure and contemporary relevance. By choosing garments that fit well, include subtle shaping, and reflect current proportions, you create a look that feels confident, modern, and elegant. Thoughtful dressing highlights your vitality and allows your clothing to represent who you are today. Our final category explores two connected pitfalls that can unintentionally age your appearance: the attempt to hold on to overtly youthful trends without thoughtful adaptation, and the habit of choosing poor fabric quality or inappropriate textures. These mistakes often come from a desire to look current or younger, yet, without nuance, they can have the opposite effect. There is an important balance between being modern and being age-appropriate, and maintaining that balance with confidence is essential. The visual and tactile quality of fabrics also shapes the elegance of your overall look, since cheap or poorly chosen materials can undermine even the best outfit. The first mistake involves adopting explicitly youthful styles without considering how they translate across life stages. Many believe that wearing what younger generations wear will create a younger appearance, but this often results in a visible disconnect between natural maturity and clothing meant for a different age group. This does not mean avoiding trends, but rather understanding which trends can be integrated gracefully. Wearing very short skirts, crop tops that fully expose the midriff, or heavily distressed denim can appear forced when styled in the same way a much younger person might wear them. Attempts to mimic youthful styling can draw attention to age instead of minimizing it, because authenticity is central to confidence. Experts suggest adopting the essence of a trend instead of copying it directly. For example, a crop sweater worn with high-waisted trousers can create a flattering proportion without revealing too much. Subtle distressing on denim can feel modern without becoming excessive. Choosing contemporary silhouettes such as wide-leg trousers, elegant jumpsuits, or midi skirts allows you to participate in modern fashion while maintaining sophistication. A stylish accessory like a modern handbag or eyeglasses can refresh your look more effectively than an overly youthful garment. True style is about expressing your identity rather than imitating another generation. The second pitfall relates to fabric quality. The materials used in your clothing strongly influence the perceived value of your outfit. Cheap or overly synthetic fabrics often highlight imperfections and reflect light harshly, which can make the skin appear less smooth or glowing. These fabrics also tend to lose shape quickly and can look worn after minimal use. Natural fibers like cotton, linen, wool, and silk, however, drape better, feel luxurious, and interact with light in a softer, more flattering way. High-quality blends can also provide structure, durability, and comfort. Coarse, stiff fabrics can add bulk, while overly shiny materials can appear garish rather than elegant. Selecting fabrics with graceful drape, soft texture, and durability elevates your appearance significantly. Even for casual pieces, choosing modal tensile merino or refined cotton creates a polished presence. The third and final consideration is the effect of inappropriate proportions, which subtly but powerfully shape the overall impression of your outfit. Harmony in proportion is a principle found in visual design and applies equally to clothing. When garments overlap in ways that create imbalance, such as long tops paired with long voluminous skirts, the body can appear shorter and heavier. Extremely tight tops with very loose bottoms or the reverse can also create awkward lines. Understanding your current proportions helps guide choices that flatter your figure. High-waisted bottoms elongate the legs, while tops that fall at the hip can balance a longer torso. Necklines matter just as much, since a V-neck or scoop neck can lengthen the neck and draw attention upward. Jacket and sleeve lengths also influence proportion. A jacket ending at the narrowest part of the waist or a skirt hitting just below the knee creates elegance and lightness. Three-quarter sleeves can reveal a graceful part of the arm and create a dynamic line. The goal is to choose silhouettes that enhance your natural lines rather than distort them. Avoid outfits where every piece has the same length or where one item visually overwhelms the rest. When your proportions feel intentional, your style communicates confidence and timeless sophistication. Thoughtful adaptation of trends, careful fabric selection, and balanced proportions work together to create a modern, ageless look that highlights your mature beauty with ease and grace. We have reached the culmination of our in-depth exploration into the colors and styles that, when worn without thoughtful consideration, can inadvertently add years to your appearance after 50. We have meticulously dissected 3 critical categories: the aging colors that dim your natural radiance, the frumpy styles that lack structure and modernity, and the trying too hard factor coupled with fabric faux pas that undermine sophistication. The insights shared today are not about imposing rigid rules, but about empowering you with the knowledge to make informed decisions that celebrate your unique beauty and evolving style. Remember, true elegance at any age stems from confidence, authenticity, and an understanding of how clothing can enhance your best features. By avoiding overly muted colors, harsh contrasts, shapeless garments, outdated trends, and poor quality fabrics, you are not just shedding years from your look, you are cultivating a wardrobe that truly reflects your vibrant, sophisticated self. We encourage you to experiment with the alternatives suggested, embracing colors that illuminate your complexion and silhouettes that flatter your figure. Your journey to timeless style is an ongoing process of discovery and refinement. If you found this guide valuable and are ready to transform your wardrobe with confidence, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more expert insights and actionable advice on beauty, fashion, and hair for women over 50. Give this video a like if you are feeling inspired to refresh your style. Thank you for joining us, and here is to embracing your most radiant self with every outfit choice.